Hey guys, Rexasaur here, and welcome to Update Monday on the 20th of January 2025. It has been a week. Certainly has. Once again, not that busy of a week. Well, things happened, but what did happen? Well, actually quite a few things did happen, I guess. It's Tuesday, we did a game of Blood at the Clock Tower, the first game of the year. We will be doing it monthly, and it was a very exciting game. Actually, we were playing just a standard setup because there was a lot of first time players, but I was the demon, I was the imp, and I managed to quote one of the players, our dear Toms. I played the best game of Blood on the Clock Tower I will ever play. So I managed to get a win. I did play very well. Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like it was certainly an event was had. So very excited. Because of how devastating my victory was, however, I'm going to be storytelling the next session, so that the people don't instantly vote against me, because I play enough Among Us to know it happens. So I'll be doing the storyteller role next time, which will be fun. But yeah, we're enjoying doing that. So that was it was a really, really good session. It was the first time that we played with more than 6 players. I think we were 9 in total, maybe more. And you can tell the more players, the better it gets, for sure. It is phenomenal. It was really, really fun. But yeah, so that happened on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, the Wednesday was mine and Hannah's first year wedding anniversary, so we went out for food. It was good. That was about it. And then Thursday did some Baldur's Gate 3. Friday did some Warhammering. I bought my Tyranids for the first time in a very long time, and I was playing a new detachment entirely, new list I've never played before. Obviously played similar units before, but never in this way, and I was surprised by how handily I won. Like, I played not incredibly well, but it's just really strong. It's just a really strong list, I can tell. Like, it's a list which has won tournaments, as in not my list specifically, but it has the puzzle pieces have won tournaments. So I was just trying it out, because it's not, when the Tyranids first came out in this edition, this was kind of looked as being really fun but never competitive. So it was interesting bringing it in a competitive scene, in a competitive way, and yeah, it did very good. So I'm excited to play that going forwards, although this weekend is my tournament, and I'm not bringing that list because I had to submit my list beforehand, and also this Tyranid list is not painted, so I'm bringing a fully painted army this year. Oh, crazy. So that'll be fun. That's this Saturday. So that was last Friday. That was fun. And then on Saturday, Hannah and I just basically stayed in and caught up. Wow, not even. We dented a little bit of our D&D High Rollers backlog and did a lot of painting for me, and Hannah did a bunch of crocheting. So a lot of painting, like a significant amount. I based a lot of models that have just not been changed or shifted since like March. So they're all finally done. And then I painted up the final remaining models for my tournament list, and painted up just and then made a start on the Tyranid list that I've got brewing. So yeah, it was very productive with that. And then yesterday, Sunday, D&D, a very big moment. Apparently it was our 99th session, and they've just hit the end of Act 1. I realised basically there was a lot of choices being made last session, which caused the story to angle in a different way than I was expecting, maybe a bit sooner than I was expecting. Although the plot points were always going to be, they were in motion for a while now, but the Act 1 is finally officially finished, with the declaration and the information that they've heralded. With next session being 100, this was going to be like a pivotal moment to an extent, just to see where they go, what they do with next. Yeah, very big character moments were had, and just in general, pretty. Yeah, it's been crazy to manage to get 99 sessions of one campaign just going week after week with several gaps in between. Yeah, no, it's good, and it looks like we're going to just keep going strong, so that's really fun. Looking forward to seeing the next. So going forward this week, we've got, well, the mirror session, the sister session, the sister D&D session campaign, which is Tales of the Trazoic, which is happening in the same world, in the same timeline, but on vastly different sides of the continent. So there are things that have happened in this other session which will affect, and vice versa, season 1 and 2 have affected this long-standing campaign as well. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm still doing a bunch of prep. I've got so much still to do, but I've done enough so that there's at least a bunch of stuff happening in session 1, and I've got my foundations for going forward. The issue is that I don't know what the players will want to do, so I don't want to over prepare for things that they're not going to be doing, but we'll see what happens. We'll see that on Tuesday, so that's coming up. Wednesday, Vaesen. Should be fun. It'll be the first session of the year, first proper session. Get back into the role of things. Thursday, more Baldur's Gate. Friday, practice competitive session in at Firestorm, ready for my tournament on Saturday, and then Saturday's going to be a really long day for me. Kicks off, I think 8:30 is the kickoff, so got to be there quite early, and then it's an all-day affair, so I won't be home until like late, basically. It's going to be 3 games in total, hopefully, unless someone quits. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think my list, I've been playing it for a while, and I haven't won games with it, but I've always been very close, so it's just a matter of me tightening up my own gameplay. But I've never been wiped on the board. I've always had a strong presence. Literally the only issue is that I'm too cagey. But I know that it's a strong list. I know that it can go up against the big leagues, so it's just a matter of me getting better personally. So we'll see what happens. I know there are some very good players and some very good lists out there. Hopefully there'll be some variety. I've been playing against Space Marines so much, and I myself am bringing Space Marines, so hey ho. But I know there's some Eldar players out there and some Tyranids players out there, and those are two. I have played against Tyranids, but competitive Tyranids I don't think I've played against yet, and I've definitely not played against Eldar in this edition ever, so it should be fun. But yeah, and maybe also Tau. I've played against Tau, but once again never in like a super hyper competitive way, and definitely not with Marines, I don't think. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully get some non-mirror matches. I know how to deal with Space Marines, but I know there's quite a few of them bringing Marines, and I think the issue is that they're very easily accessible to players, so a lot of players will play them, and the game's in a really good place when you look at it, because every faction has its own, like, is able to punch up, so it's very even. But it means that because Space Marines are so accessible, a lot of people are playing Space Marines, and also they're very obvious what they do, and also their roster allows you to play them in various ways. So my army is a mix of melee and ranged, where it's mostly ranged, but the melee component is very strong, whereas a lot of people are playing full melee Space Marine armies or full ranged. So I've got a mix. It's definitely skewed a bit more towards range, but the range is powerful, and if they underestimate the melee, I've got that to counterattack as well. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to get into Tyranid competitive, because I feel like I just love the play style too much. I just love Tyranids. They're so fun. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That's about it, to be honest. Video game wise, I've not really been playing all that much. I've been continuing my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. I recently got the achievement for acquiring over 30,000 gold's worth of stolen goods, so woo, still working well. But I don't know, I feel like I'm just and it's not that I'm not into the game, it's more that aspects of the game prevent me from enjoying the game to its fullest. Specifically, like, I don't know, the stealing aspect of things is really fun, but it doesn't move the story on, and I feel like, I don't know, I should just carry on with the main quest, but I feel I don't want to continue the main quest if the main quest, because I don't know if I'm under-leveled, if I've got the skills for it, and also the main quest, it feels like it's really short based on what's happening, and I don't want to be done with the story, but I don't know, maybe I should just do it. I had this really funny moment where I shot a Cuman in the head with an arrow and he just knocked out, and it was very funny. And he just came around a corner as I was hunting. I went for a deer and I missed. I hit him in the head and he just got knocked out. So that was a fun moment for that game. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hope that you guys had a good week. Hope that you guys are going to have a good week. Next week I will be letting you guys all know about the amazing fun times that is my tournament. So hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully. Because, well, I'll probably be super tired by it, that's for sure. Sunday's going to be interesting. Have to recover from that. But there we go. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.